Hello, Whimsy friends. How are you today? I hope everybody's having a lovely day wherever you are in the world. I believe for a lot of you, it's probably a hot one. We are in the high 90s to hundreds here in Texas, and I hear it's like that all over the country. So if you're here in America getting ready to celebrate 4th of July, you might be in a heat wave. So, all right. Below me, I have some products that I've pulled to create a couple fun cards today. So let's go ahead and get started. For my main images, I'm using this one right here with the armadillos, and I think they're so cute. And this one is called Armadillight. And we'll be making one that says just roll with it, and then one that says, first of all, I'm a delight. So I think that's really cute. I have paired that with our vortex die. I'm going to be using, let's see, the exact name of this one is Rope and Barbs. And we'll be using this barbed wire outline here, as well as some of the ground pieces and some of the cactus. I'm also going to be using this new slimline stencil that was released recently. It is a rustic landscape, and we'll be using 2 of the stencils that come in this. And since we're stenciling, of course, we're going to be using our Whimsy Sticky Mate, which if you don't have this yet in your craft room, you're going to want to pick one of these up. It makes stenciling so nice. All right, so let's set everything aside and get started. To begin, let's do our stenciling. And for this one, I've got to take my cover sheet off here. And I'm going to do this one in a portrait what's the right word? Direction, I guess. And we're going to be using 2 of the 3 stencils in this packet. So I think for this one, I'm going to start right here. And I'm putting it higher up than normal because I want to have more foreground. So about right there. So I'm positioning my sun where I want it first. For my inks today, I'm going to be using Distress Oxides, and I'm using Red Brick, Vintage Photo, and Mustard Seed. And then I'm going to be highlighting with a little bit of Carved Pumpkin, but I don't really need that. I'm just going to use what's on my, I can't speak, what's on my brush already. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead here with the Vintage Photo, and I'm going to pretty heavily here do this mountain range. All right. Just lightly wipe off a little of my excess up there. And now I'm going to do a little mustard seed here on my sun. And this is where I'm going to take what's already on my brush and just add a little bit of shading there to the side of my sun. Okay. All right, so we're all done with that one. Now, the next one we're going to use is the top one. I'm just going to line that up. Using the stencil, I'm just going to line it up right there with the image. You can easily see the sun nestles right in there, and then right along this curve you can easily see. And on this one, we're going to use the red brick. Wash off a little bit of that. All right, so there is our background, or at least our horizon images for our scene. Now, I want to have just a dirt, like a kind of a deserty dirt foreground. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use what's left on my brush to just lightly add color down here. And like I said, I want this to kind of be just a desert sandy look. So I'm not pressing too hard, just kind of putting what's left on my brush down here to create my sand. All right, now up here in my sky, I don't really want to leave my sky just like totally white. So I'm going to use what's left on my yellow and just kind of lightly go around the edges, around my mountains. And then I'm going to take what's left on my orange and add a little bit of a darker color around my sun. Just kind of give my sky a little bit of texture. All right, there we go. We've got our scene ready to go. Love my sticky mate. Makes it so easy. Okay, let's go ahead. And the next thing we're going to do is kind of lay out our images. So I have gone ahead and colored up a few of our armadillos. So we've got a rolling armadillo and we have this little guy. Now for my barbed wire, we're just going to have that go right here, creating a nice little frame on our background. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the background that I made in advance for us, so you can kind of see where we're going. So I have stamped the sentiment in black and used some clear embossing powder over the top so it'll show up nice here on my background. So let's go ahead and lay these out. Now I don't want to do my sentiment on this one yet until I lay it out and kind of know where I want all my images. So I've made, in our ropes and barbs die set, we have these little ground pieces. So I want to kind of put my armadillo in place. I'm just kind of deciding where I want my cactus to be. Got a couple cactus here, and I'm thinking something maybe a little bit like this, and then put our sentiment right up over here. So let me grab our sentiment. I just loved this sentiment that said, first of all, I'm delightful. So I know some people who this would just be the perfect card for. So I might want to move my cactus over this way a little bit so that I can stamp our, first of all, I'm delightful right over here. Kind of. I think I'm going to like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take these things off and remove the, whoops, well, let me put it in place just to make sure. I don't want my barbed wire fence to be in the way. Okay, about right there looks good. All right. Now, one thing that's very important here, because we just ink blended this, it's going to be wet. So we're going to have to use some anti-static here really well in this spot to make sure that we don't get a bunch of embossing powder where we don't want it. Now, normally, if I wasn't on a video, I would let this dry really well before I try to emboss on it. But since we are recording and we want to get this done during the video, I'm going to go ahead and just anti-static it really well. And since I'm using clear, hopefully we don't get a lot of overflow. But we'll see here. I've got my little spoon already. Go ahead, and I'm using some VersaFine Clear black ink. But I really like, especially with the stenciling in the background, I do want this to be embossed over, because even with doing it in the dark black color, it still will just not show up as well. Oh, good. We didn't get a lot of overflow, so that's good. I like it being shiny. I think that helps it just show up when you have a pattern back behind it like that. but I didn't want to cover up my pattern by stamping it like on a white square or something and then gluing it on. I like being able to see the mountains back behind there. So, all right, let's go ahead and heat emboss this. Oops, got the exclamation point. All right. Okay, we're going to let that dry just a little bit, and then we'll wipe our anti-static powder off, and looks like we got a good impression. All right, let's go ahead and we will put them both together. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you the little vortex I made to go with my rolling. We'll do that in just a second here. Let's get the barbed wires on. Yeah. These barbed wires. No matter how I try to do them in a nice, neat fashion, I always drop it or move it or something and it gets all over. But there we go. Okay. So here is the vortex that I made for us, and I just thought that that looked like this little guy had been rolling around in the dirt there and creating quite a little whirlwind. So my plan is to kind of have him be about like this, and I just thought that was really cute. And then I thought I would use some of these smaller cactus or cacti over here on this card. Here, and then there's a little tiny one that we'll put towards the back. So on this stencil set, there is a third one that provides a foreground. You can kind of see here this darker bit in the foreground that has some cactus, and it just brings it more forward. But I wanted my scene to kind of be just in the background. So let's go ahead and glue these images down, and then we'll work on this one. Lift that up a bit to place my cactus. And I've gone ahead and when I put this together, this top piece, I put some foam under it. I think it's going to be quite a hot 4th of July. I know someone was saying that it's supposed to cool off a little bit by the weekend, so we'll see, but I don't know. All right. Our last thing to add on this one will be our armadillo. So here in Texas, we have armadillos, and when I was a young married, I had planted, I'm going to place him just right here at the end of this whirlwind. All right. Anyway, on with my story. I had planted some flowers out in our yard at this apartment that we lived in. And I looked outside, and I'm from Indiana, so where I came from, they didn't have armadillos. So this was totally a new thing to me. But I saw these armadillos rooting around in my flowers and digging them up. So I ran outside and I had a broom, and it just so happened I was in my house coat. and I had my hair piled on top of my head, and I'm outside in my house coat with a broom, like shooing these armadillo away from my flower beds. And I mean, I can just imagine what a funny sight I look like. I probably just it would have been different if I'd had blue jeans on and a t-shirt, but instead in my house coat with a broom out there shooing armadillo. I later thought I must have looked like some kind of like cartoon character out there doing that. But apparently armadillos can't see very well. And they see kind of through smelling, like their eyes, they don't see very well at all. So another thing, they won't um go over anything. Like even if it's a rock, their nose will hit it and then they just keep going until they come to the end of it and then go around. So if you want to keep them out of your flower beds, the best way to do it is to just have like a little lip of some kind so they can't get up over it, because apparently they don't climb. They don't so anyway, I when I moved to Texas, I learned about armadillos a little bit. And it was just kind of funny. All right, we've got my plan for this one. We're going to set our little guy right here, and then I'm going to place my cactus about like that. So I've gone ahead and put some foam around these pieces. I like the colors in these cards. I kind of like the desert. I'm gonna put this in place before I put this down. Yeah. I want his tail to kind of cover up that doesn't go all the way down. All right, and this last piece. You know, a lot of my scene cards tend to be grass and, you know, more like park scenes and things like that. And it was just fun doing these kind of desert scenes. All right, so there are my 2 cards for today. My ideas. I love this idea of using the vortex to kind of be a dirt whirlwind there of my rolling armadillo. I love it that the sentiments are stamped and then embossed instead of on another piece of paper that cover up our background. And I just really like the way these turned out. So anyway, I hope that you like these ideas. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. All the products will be listed there below the video if you have any interest in that. And as usual, I look forward to crafting with you again next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.